Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So originally I was going to film like a reading 200 pages a day video. Then I thought, let's just do this as a what I realistically read in a week, but I did that last week. So what I'm going to do this week, and it works out perfectly for my TBR, is I'm going to continue / finish series I'm in the middle of. So this is book 4 of the Windy City series. Book 5 comes out tomorrow, actually. I don't think I'm not gonna be able to get to the works tomorrow though. At least not before it closes. So, but I'm sure I'll get there within the week. So I am about halfway. No, I'm over halfway now. I've got 205 pages left. I have read just under 20 today. I read 17 pages today, which is part of the reason why I decided not to do the 200 pages one, because I would have obviously made you failed. So yeah, maybe the final book will get included in this video as well. I think currently another book that I've got on this plan list is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment series, so Ruthless Vows, which is on my TBR for this month. I could, if I'm doing continuing, I could read Iron Flame, or if I want to finish another one, then I could read The Family Remains by Lisa Jewell, because that's part of a duology. Or I could read The Appeal by Janice Hallett, because I've read the Christmas novella and they're part of like a series, so actually it'd be good to cross that off. It's like an unintentional duology, but I do own The Appeal, so that could be fun. But yeah, I'm about to kind of properly wind down for the night, so I was about to pick this up a little bit more. I don't have a page goal, although I'd probably try and read like a chapter or two, because it is just after 10:30, and so I do want to try and go to sleep about 11ish. So I'll read for about 20 minutes, so that's about 20 more pages. But this is following Isaiah and Kennedy. I'm really enjoying the story. I did take a big pause just because I ended up reading other stuff, but I am really enjoying it, and I really enjoyed the scene that I just read, like what I read earlier, because it's quite pivotal, I think, for where they realise they can be like endgame for each other. But I'm excited to see the reaction of her stepbrother, because her stepbrother and Isaiah don't get on. There's like bad history. So it'll be interesting to see how it kind of becomes acceptance, because I am very interested in seeing what goes on. But I'm liking Kennedy's kind of arc and like her growth, because that's like the main thing. But I already know what the conflict is going to be. I just wonder how it's going to get like resolved. So yeah, I'll hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow, because luckily I'm only working 9 to 5. I didn't even know I was working until like 2 o'clock-ish, so which is obviously fun. So yeah, big day for me tomorrow, so which is why I definitely want to make sure I sleep. I've got a couple of things on my bed, so I'll clear those off first, before I properly settle down. So yeah, I will hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow, where hopefully I'll read more. Maybe I'll listen to an audiobook on my drive, but I also might not. It all depends on my mood, because I went through a big audiobook phase in like December, but then and January, but then I haven't listened to basically any since. So
okay, so I meant to film this clip like a week ago, but I finished Play Along. I rated it 5 stars. It was definitely a just 5 stars, like, if that makes sense. Like, it just got to 4 stars, not 4 stars, 5 stars. Jesus Christ, I loved this. I definitely, like I said, had put it down for a while, and didn't pick it up until recently, but I really enjoyed it. I definitely think I did enjoy the last half more, which I think kind of makes sense. I like, don't get me wrong, loved the first half, but I enjoy seeing them fall in love, and obviously the second half was when that happened. And I just love the character arc and like that Kennedy went through. And of course I love Isaiah. Like, he is sweet. I loved how it didn't just focus on her, and like he did have like a character arc. I love how we've kind of finally got up to the point of what the end, like the epilogue of the Right Move showed, like, if that makes sense. Like, we're kind of up to the point of the timeline has caught up. So that's, I'm really excited about. I do now have Rewind It Back. Now holding them together, this feels thicker. Let's check the page count. So this is 447 pages. That is including the epilogue, right? I'm sure it is. Yeah, so 447. This feels thicker. 457. So only just thicker, but then again, the end of this book, you just get the acknowledgements, and like the ads for the other books. Whereas for this one, the story is obviously the 457, but then I think, well, there's like a slight sneak peek of like the next book, like with like the spin-off book that's Monty and Reese. So, but that's going to take up the same amount of space as the acknowledgement. But yeah, very, very slightly bigger. But I'm excited because it is childhood friends, best friends to lovers. No, I feel like I filmed my book haul earlier, so I'm repeating words that I said earlier, which is really confusing me. So it's childhood best friends, second chance romance. I love childhood best friends. I love second chance romance altogether. I cannot wait, but I'm not going to start this next because it's currently the 30th of April. I was about to say April then. It's May. Like 30th of May. This year is going too quick. Yeah, I also, as you can probably notice, I did get my hair done. So I feel like I was more orangey last time. I could be wrong. But yeah, like it's definitely more red, but also like when it fades, it is a nice colour. Very much so. So yeah, but because I'm waiting to start Rewind It Back, it means that I've got to pick another book, and I'm between two. I've got The Hawthorne Legacy or Ruthless Vows. Now, if I read Ruthless Vows, I would be finishing a duology. If I read this, I've got one more book. I almost think I'm in the mood for this because, I don't know, I'm just in the mood for like mystery and like kind of like codes in clues and all of that. I think I'm just more in the mood for this. I think I've not been in the mood for fantasy a lot recently. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy fantasy, and I say that when I've got, I think it's 3 fantasy books on my June TBR. What's that one? Yeah, I've got 3 fantasy books on my June TBR out of 6. So yeah. So I think this would be good to kind of read. Yeah. let's read the Hawthorne Legacy. I'm in the mood for it.
Hello, so it is now the next day. I thought I'd better give you an update. So this morning when I picked up the book, let me find it. I started on page 76. I have now read 263 pages. So I have read almost 200 pages today, and it's currently like 1:45. Yeah, I will finish this book today. Like, I am loving it. I definitely think I need to get into the habit of like not trying to savor a book, because it's when I try to savor a book that it stays on my currently reading for too long. No, don't get me wrong, some of it I just don't get into from the start, and that's why there's like a big kind of gap. But for books that I enjoy, so like with Play Along, I read part of it and was really enjoying it, but I can't remember whether I was trying to like savor it or what. But yeah, I just need to read in like one sitting more. But yeah, so in total in this book there are 252 pages. Not 252, 352, which means that I have got less, like just under 90 pages to go. Which it's always when you're at like that like 100 pages left mark that's like really exciting, because you're like that close to finishing a book. I don't own the next book. This was a purchase of last month, I believe. It must have been, because it is actually on my TBR for the month of May. So yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this. I definitely want to pick up book 3 and probably pick up the like spin-offs as well, because although they're not necessary, at the same time they're fun. Like, this is just fun. I love the mystery, but it's like a cozy mystery, but like I like riddles and whatnot. And yeah, I'm just really loving it. I would highly recommend this series. Book 1 I think was a 4-star for me, but I hadn't stopped thinking about it, and I knew when I read it that I wanted to pick up book 2, and I think this is going to be at least like a 4.5. I wouldn't consider it a 5-star, but at the same time I think it is higher than a 4. But it could just be I'm now more invested in the world, and to be honest, book 1 probably could be upped to like a 4.5 for the fact that I have thought about it so much, and the fact that I've wanted to read like that book, like continue in this world so much. So yeah, book 3 is definitely going to be a June purchase. Has to be. If it's not a June purchase, it's going to be like a July, because of like payday. But other than that, I just love it. I just love it. I'm going to finish this book and then I'll update you. Okay, so it's now pretty much right at the end of the 2nd of June. I obviously very much said I was going to start Rewind It Back today, and I have I've had the day off, but I'm now sitting down to read this book. Very much excited to get into this, so let's start it. age 12. Oh my god, we're getting flashbacks. I'm gonna read in silence because, yeah. Okay, so I've been meaning to film this clip for a very long time. I think I finished this book in January. It is now August. Rewind it back. I thought this was nice. Also, I'd like to say play along, probably more like a 4.5 rather than a 5, maybe closer to a 4. I enjoyed the series, just haven't thought about it. Like, I enjoyed that book, I just haven't really thought about it. For me, my favourite was Kai and Miller. Anyway, rewind it back. Number 1, 4 stars. Number 2, for some reason just wasn't fully connecting. Don't know why. Just something about it where I was like, I think I was just, something was missing, but I don't know what. Don't get me wrong, it almost felt surface level even though it touched upon stuff. I don't know how it can be both, but it was for me. Obviously this completes the main series, but then there is like a spin-off called In Her Own League or something. I have got the book. I don't know where it is at the moment. I haven't picked it up yet. I both have interest but also don't have interest. I think it's might be the other side of here. You can't see it, but this is stacked. My TBR is too high. I'm about to film my August TBR because it is the 6th, so I should have really filmed this like a week ago, like my August TBR a week ago. But yeah, I'm quite glad to, I classify this as completing the series. In my reading tracker, have I got the extra like slot for the spin-off? Yes, but I have completed the series, which is very much nice. As you can probably tell by the fact that it took me so long to film this clip, that's the end of this video. I have gone through a few hair changes, and I realised that because I went back through the footage to make sure, because for a moment I thought I haven't edited this. I had, so I'm very much able to just get it sorted. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's quite short. I didn't really do many updates. I think I meant to, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video, which you might have seen the August TBR before this. I don't know. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.